YouTube, and welcome to my channel. This is Nardi in Japan. So today I'm going to give you the apartment tour, the ALT apartment tour. So one thing you should know is I'm moving out, so there's no refrigerator, there's no washing machine, microwave, all that stuff is gone. So it's just the bare bones of the apartment. I don't even have light fixtures. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first we have the game time. So you walk in here, take your shoes off there. There's a little closet. Right here I had things on storage. I mean not on storage, excuse me, on display, like my degree and my grandfather's poem and stuff like that. But it's all packed up and shipped to Yokohama now. Here's my kitchen area. If you can see, it's a sink, a stove, gas stove. Only one burner works on the gas stove and it barely works. I don't know why they even tease me like that. There's this trash that, you know, I'm about to throw away. Snacks for the train. I know it's crazy to have snacks for the train, but 4 hours is a long time. I'm fat. So anyway, so this is the living room. This is the living room. Seems pretty nice. You know, if you ever watched my videos before this, you would know that right there I had a thing of Paris on the wall, and I had a couch right there hiding the Wi-Fi, which I have to ship today. So yeah, this is what's left. These are the flowers my school gave me. Sadly, they're dying, I think. I mean, I have to get rid of them anyways. I can't take them with me, unfortunately, so I guess it doesn't help if they die. I feel less guilty about throwing them away. Here is the toilet room. Excuse my mess. The toilet room probably is junky. Yeah. Typical Japanese toilets. You know, this little thing here. Tissue holder. I need to throw that thing away. But yep, you can flush it. Water comes out. You can clean your butt. You can clean pretty much any part of your bottom. And you can change the temperature settings. You can make the seat warm. It's been pretty nice to have that. My next apartment has a brand new one, which is even better. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. Next step, the bathroom. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. And here we are, the bathroom, where my famous mirror selfies have been. Just kidding, they're not actually famous, but. And then you look this way, there is my shower room. I was never a fan of the shower room. I hate that bathtub. Ugh, disgusting. I love pink, but I hate that shade. It's just, nasty, nasty, nasty. So glad I'm not gonna be here anymore. Not to mention that ugly green over there. I'm like, what the hell? This apartment was built in like 1970, so there's that. Oh, and here's my mailbox, by the way. I don't know if I said that. There's my mailbox. So upstairs, I have a 2LDK, which means two rooms, a living room and a kitchen. So the 2 rooms are upstairs. And we're going, and we're going, we're going, and we're here. So this is my first room, which I never use, ever, because the timing mats are so easy to destroy. I decided not to use it because I'm not gonna pay $1,000 to fix the timing mats. Just not gonna do it. So here we are. And then this was my bedroom. The freaking stink bug right there on the floor. They always get in here. I slept in here during like the summer. And then I moved downstairs under the aircon in the winter, which I was still freezing because the aircon doesn't even work down here. But there's that. And essentially, that's it because Japanese apartments really aren't that big. This is actually considered huge for a Japanese apartment. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, I've had friends tell me like, your apartment's not that bad. Why are you complaining? Why do you hate it so much? Well, for some reason in this town, I don't think all of Japan does it this way because a lot of people have told me like their gas bills and electric bills are super, super cheap, right? Well, not me. So in this town, why is my camera doing this? What the goodness? I'm gonna have to edit it. There we are. Okay, so anyways, in this town, everything is super expensive as far as like utilities. If you have a 200K, because they guesstimate that you are a family of more than 3 people. So my gas company told me when I went to get the last bill, which was $300 for 2 months, they told me, you know, you're living in 200K, and we estimate how much gas you should be using on a family size who would live in that house size. And I'm like, but you know, you're aware of the fact that it's just one person in this apartment. So what you're telling me is you're scamming me out of money and I have to pay it. Perks of being a guy, Jen. But the electric company is fair because the electric company goes up and down. When I don't use my aircon, my electric bill is way cheap. But when I do use it for the heat makes the bill go so high. But if you use it for the air conditioning, it only goes up like an extra $20. So that's a plus. In the summer, you can be cool. But in the winter, get a heater. Because if you use this aircon or any aircon in any apartment, besides maybe like a Leo Palace, which regulates it, you're gonna pay some pretty penny. So yeah, there's that. But everything else, the water bill actually isn't that high. The electric bill is high because I was dumb, and the gas bill is high because they're dumb. But I noticed that in the bigger cities, that's not an issue. So I'm actually downsizing to a 1K with a loft. So I'm expecting cheaper bills because obviously a 1K is one person. So gas company, I got something for you. Can't charge me $100 a month anymore, knowing damn well I don't use $100 worth of gas. But anyway, it blows me because in my country, you know, my mom has a house, and my sister and stepdad, and when I was there, 4 people using the gas was only $45 a month. But I digress. Anyway, I won't hold a grudge about it. It is what it is. So yeah, now I am happily moving to Yokohama. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit about that. I said I would say it later, so here's later. So I'm moving to Yokohama tomorrow. I'm gonna be living in downtown Yokohama, near everything. I'm gonna buy a bike so I can bike around. Actually, I already have the bike on reserve. I'm gonna buy it once I pay for it once I get there. Some lady's selling me her bike. And yeah, I'm very excited because Yokohama, if you don't know, is about 30 minutes from the center of Tokyo. My job is actually in the center of Tokyo, so that's pretty lit. I'll be able to go all around the Kanto region pretty cheap because of the rail system. It's much more connected in that part of Japan than where I am now. I wouldn't say that like it's hard to get around the major cities here in this part of Japan, but it's hard to get from my town to the major train line. So I'll be on a major train line now. So I'll be living in a major city, the second biggest city in Japan actually. So there's that. Your boy is happy. I feel like, you know, I put in a lot of work to get this job. I applied for over like 60 jobs. I got hired for like 50-ish. Some of them didn't even respond to me, but I got hired for everyone that I interviewed for, and then except for one of them didn't. Well, it was like a 2-part thing. Like I got hired for the company, but I didn't get hired for a branch because the branch didn't like that I didn't shave that day. It's a funny story. Anyway, my point is I chose this particular company, whose name I won't say yet because I don't know if I'm allowed to. But I chose this particular company because out of all the companies, they stood out to me. They are very, very, very culture oriented. They want to culture their children. They want their Japanese students to be multicultural. They want them to see and hear and know about other parts of the world. They embrace English, and they embrace cultures that aren't normally like talked about, I don't think, in Japan. When I did the interview, my boss now, he's now my boss. He told me, he was like, well, this last month we did the Congo, and the children made fufu, and the children cooked this, and they learned about this, and they read that, and like that just excited me. And so anyway, I got to speak to the CEO, and he's like a really nice guy, and he was telling me all about how his vision is and how he wants to make global citizens. And honestly, I just gotta say, like, I'm all for it. Like, I love a multicultural mindset, because people who are stuck in their own culture and mindsets end up being very, what's a nice way of saying it? Very bleak. We'll say bleak. They end up being very bleak, and they just don't think about anything but what they know. And if you teach children young to see things from different perspectives, you can change the world. And I would love to be a part of that. I mean, I wish I would have thought of it first. It's brilliant. So, yeah, he's expanding all over Japan, well, all over the Kanto region. He's expanding to Hawaii, and he wants to go to more states. So I'm definitely excited about this job. It's almost like even my dream job. And like I say even because my dream job was in Colorado, but they didn't hire me. So, but also, I found out they didn't hire me after I had chose this job, because I like this job more. So yeah, I was very upset, had to leave my students in my current town. Even though I'm not crazy about like living in the Inaka area, I will say that the positives is, as an ALT, especially me, because I have the biggest school in the city, I got to see my kids every day. I saw them this morning, actually. I see them all the time. They're everywhere, always. And I'm gonna really miss that. They're always excited to see me, give me high fives, hugs, playing junkin with me. Like, dude, it's a beautiful thing. And the other teachers and staff at that particular school, oh, I'm gonna miss them. It was such a great experience. You know, I wasn't crazy about my company that I work for, whose name was shut out say. But I am crazy about my students, and I got to go to the 6th grade graduation. I got to meet the parents. I got to get a goodbye from all of my 6th graders. So I feel like I'm at peace with it now. It's almost like, it's kind of sad, because as a young teacher, I know that there's a possibility that I may leave Japan in 5 or 6 years and never see those kids again. And I always wonder, like, what happened to such and such? And what happened to him? What happened to her? But I know for a fact that hopefully they would go on to do great things, because they're really wonderful children. And their English has become phenomenal, if I say so myself. And I don't take all the credit, because they have teachers who have worked their butts off to become better at Spanish. Not Spanish, English too. So, yeah. So life update, I'm moving. That's what this is all about. I wanted to go ahead and do this blog so I can, did I just say blog? Come on, we're in 2019. We all know. It's vlog with a V. Vlog. V. That's how I taught my kids the V. So we're on a vlog. But anyway, so yeah, if any of my students ever watch this video, shout out to you guys for making me really enjoy teaching. I was worried that I wouldn't be good at it, and I mean, you guys made it easy for me. You just were wonderful kids. So shout out to you. I know you understand some of what I'm saying, so thank you guys. And to my school, you know who you are. My school, my main school. You know exactly who you are. If you ever see this video, shout out to you too. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, because it's getting long, and yeah, I know you probably didn't sign up to hear a whole blah 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 blah, but I just wanted to give a slight update, because now I plan to start vlogging more often now, because I'm gonna be somewhere exciting. I won't be in the middle of nowhere, and I'll have something to show you. So I'm looking forward to having the ability to go out for a bike ride and like say, oh, look at this and look at that, and let me vlog this and put this on my YouTube channel, and maybe things will get exciting, you know? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, have a great day or night wherever you are, and have a good time, and See you later.